Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Beyond Crazy. On today's episode, I'm going to be back in Payson, Arizona for a very special reason. I'm going to be reuniting with an old friend who I haven't seen in almost a decade. I'm going to go over the updates to the van build, as well as talk about a brand ambassadorship? A brand I'm an ambassador for as of now. Let's get it. Ambassadorship is indeed a word, okay? So I'm going to be talking about the ambassadorship that I recently acquired, which is for Bambeds. So Bambeds is actually the maker of this platform right here. It is a three-piece multifunctional, extremely versatile setup here. I've got my dogs, I want to be putting mountain bikes in here, and the other options that I was seeing were very permanent options. They weren't things that you could easily reconfigure to put coolers or bikes or things into the back. And so this was the perfect option for me. It gives the ability to, it sits on the wheel well. So let me show you. So it sits on top of the wheel wells here. You'll see, and they have a precision cut. They're perfectly fitting, okay? So there's not very much, there's no play if you see, and it flexes ever so slightly, but you don't want it to have no flex because that would make it prone to snapping. But I promise you, I've had 2 people on this already, 2 people and a dog, and I had zero worries whatsoever that it wasn't going to hold. This is my dream come true. I wish that I could express to everyone how much it means, and that this company, that Bambeds, has taken just the time to do business with me and thrown the faith at me and everything. But yeah, I can't wait to spread the good word of Bambeds just to everyone that I come in contact with, including you guys. So yeah, if you are interested in purchasing a Bambeds set, wow, I feel like I've seen this a million times on YouTube and I'm finally getting to deliver one myself. So if you are interested in purchasing a Bambeds set for yourself, you go ahead and click my link inside the description. And yeah, there's a small kickback for me. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that or not, but honestly, whatever comes from that, I'm gonna be donating 100% of proceeds to whatever charity we figure out. Follow me on my Instagram and we're gonna figure out exactly, I'll probably do a poll and we'll figure out exactly where that money is gonna be allocated. But yeah, I'm not looking to make anything off of it. I'm just looking to build out the setup the way that I want, with amazing products, and Bambeds has made it happen. So thank you guys. So I spent my entire tax return making this exactly how I wanted to. I plan on doing the cross country sometime at the end of my lease. I've got a couple months left on it, but sometime at the end of the lease, I'm going to be starting the cross country. Make sure you're following me on my Instagram. I'm going to be showing where I'm going to be going, what I'm going to be doing. I'm hoping to cook for a bunch of viewers, hoping to do a bunch of community cleanup service projects. And yeah, it's going to be fantastic. It's time to show you the build. I told you a lot about Bambeds, which in my opinion is the heart and soul of my build, but it's time to show you the things that I put around the Bambeds to make it complete. So if you're a fan of the channel, Bound for Nowhere, it's actually where I took a lot of my inspiration, was their Tacoma build. I like the stealth camping option, so I have yet to put anything on top of it. I'm running into a storage problem that I most likely will have to do that. But this is the build that I've got so far, and this is also the build that I'm going to be rocking for Overland Expo West. It is going to be in Flagstaff this year, running May 16th through May 18th. I'm going to be there the entire time, so please, if you are coming to the expo, let me know. I'd love to meet up with you, maybe even cook you some food. But this is the build so far. So this is what you look at. So there is a bunch of things about this build specifically that I am just overly hyped for. I'm going to go over some of the great things about it. I'm going to make it quick for the people who aren't as interested in this part of it. I'm sorry, but for those who are, I am a huge geek on gear, so here we go. So starting off with the tailgate, seeing as how I am big on cooking, I went for a food safe option, which is the Mountain Hatch Tailgate Delete. So it takes out the ridges. It's going to save my knees when I'm getting in and out of the trailer, or I'm sorry, the camper rather. It's going to save my knees, as well as give me a food safe option so that I can hit it with a sandwich towel and make sure that it's nice and sterile. Next up on the build list is going to be the Topper Tent insulated window covers. All right, so I've got these 2 set right here, okay? I know they look really simple, okay, but they are Velcroed so they're able to be connected to my headliner. I've got the one taken off of this side just so I can have this open right now. It's super nice, and I'm gonna have Olive back here in just a little bit. But I've got it put on the back, but it produces a blackout effect for not only the inside, but also the outside. I don't necessarily love the look of when you see a vehicle and it's got the silver bound outside windows. It just makes it seem like there's someone sleeping in there, absolutely destroying the stealth camper look that I wanted. So I went ahead and put those on. Like I said, I'm probably gonna end up ordering one more just because it's such a fantastic product. I couldn't be happier with it. I probably will end up opting for one of their truck camper tents at some point. But as of right now, I couldn't be more happy with the product. And yeah, it was a W for sure getting those. Next up is my choice in mattress, and I opted for the Hest. I got the dually short version because, as you all know, I do have a 5-foot long Tacoma bed. So it's made of a dual core foam that is temperature graded. So it's gonna stay the same whether it's super hot out or whether it's -20 degrees. And I'm absolutely loving it. I've had a couple of questions already asking if this is going to be large enough for me to sleep in because it's a 5-foot bed. But because of the Bambeds' ability to raise the sleeping platform above the wheel wells, I actually picked up a bunch more space. So being a person who is 6 foot flat, I can lay fully extended from corner to corner, which, if I'm just being honest with myself, is not the posture I actually sleep with. I sleep like on my side in a ball. But this is gonna be perfect for what I'm using it for. Hest also makes a bunch of other fantastic outdoor products. I definitely do see myself investing inside some of them later down the line. But for right now, if all this bedding looked familiar to you from the house tour that we did, the answer is yes. This is all of the bedding from my house. Okay, next up I'm gonna get down to some of the gear that I have, and I'm gonna start with the rear driver of the actual cab itself. This is where I put my Yeti. I've got a Yeti 35 that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace at a fantastic deal. I feel like I'm gonna be saying that a lot as I go through like the gear list. I am a huge fanatic as far as being on Facebook Marketplace. I really have an eye for liking nice things, but not wanting to pay the full sticker price for them. So this worked out perfectly. It also, if you remember inside the last video or a couple videos back now, when I was talking about the need for bear canisters, Yeti coolers actually have bear canister capabilities, so I can throw a couple of padlocks on it and get away with not having that, as well as keeping all my stuff cool. So I'm super stoked about that. This is also where I house my the power bank that I've been using as well. This is the Delta Pro powder by EcoFlow. Fantastic power bank lent to me by Kraz. Thank you so much, Kraz. I know you're going to be watching this. Thank you. You are making this possible, even though I know you are like 100 something miles from here. But yeah, I'm super stoked on that. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had to recharge it. This is my third outing. I've never had to recharge it. It's doing a fantastic job with what I'm needing it for, which is just GoPro batteries and charging my phone, and it has done that like 10 times probably each. So, and I haven't even really made a dent into the power it's got, so I'm loving it. Right here also, that's just Olive's breakfast that she didn't eat. I'm gonna take you to the other side. Hello, baby. She's just walking around. We're a little close to the street, otherwise she'd just be off leash right now. So let me show you Olive's bedroom. This is the rear passenger side of the vehicle. This is also where, sorry, it's a little bit dirty right now. It's a little muddy, it rained. So this is where I house, this is just a dirty laundry basket, or dirty laundry bag for my stuff. I've got Olive's toy bin down here, as well as this is where I keep all of Olive's food. And then this is a 5-gallon clean water tank that is just purified water. On the back halves here as well, I've got Olive's caddy. This has got her bowl, as well as her a collapsible food bowl, as well as a collapsible water bowl. Some bags for her tweezers in case she gets something in her paw. She's got a little balm for her paw pads, as well as a little brush. And then on my side, on the other side, just above the Yeti, that's like my normal toiletries, just as like everything that I need. Cool. Okay, everybody, please excuse the rain. The show must go on. I'm still gonna be making the same spicy chimichurri that I made for Kraz the other time. I haven't seen Jesse in a really long time, and I really want to make something that's super good. I've got a lot of the stuff set up. I'm ready to cook, so I've got my steaks now. I've got 2 good-sized ribeyes sitting aside. They've been sitting, getting as room temp as possible. It is pretty cold right now, so I don't know how room temp they're really gonna get, but they are sitting out. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-salt them and get started on my chimichurri. It's gonna be super simple, but super delicious. I'm just gonna throw this in there too. I am so beyond excited. I know, cheesy with the name of the channel and everything, but I truly am. I'm beyond excited. I'm beyond blessed to be inside this situation, be able to do these kind of things. I was really trying to break it down. I've thought about doing a tiny home and thought about having a Tacoma and being able to do this for as long as I can remember. And so to be able to do this, even standing inside the rain wearing a windbreaker, I am so incredibly happy. So I've got the setup here. I'm gonna go ahead and B-roll over. Eston, please throw the ingredients up on the top, and I'll call them out as I use them too. Before I get started, I know what people are gonna say inside the comments. Isn't that a dog bowl? The answer is yes. I got a few of them. I love Yeti products. I'm gonna go over and talk about that in just a little bit. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna be using this. I've got a bunch of them now, so they're just gonna be mixing bowls for me. My spicy chimichurri is going to be an oil base, so I'm going to be using extra virgin olive oil. There we go, that's English. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a 1/2 cup of this. I'm gonna make this really plain, really simple. I'm cooking off the tailgate after all, so. I'm gonna come in red pepper flakes. I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon. Rain's really coming down now. Maybe a little extra. I like it spicy. Okay, I still haven't figured out the camera angles yet, okay? I'm working on it, I'm sorry. Eventually I'd like to have like some kind of swivel arm or something that I can like move around, but for the time being, I'm sorry, bear with me. Star of the show, red wine vinegar. I'm gonna go ahead and use probably 2 teaspoons. Actually, 3 teaspoons, or as everyone else knows it, 1 tablespoon. Awesome, now that I've got a big bowl of oil, vinegar, and red chili flakes, I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking down all of my veg. Everything is getting absolutely soaked right now. I'm gonna have to work these kinks out, but for now, I'm going to enjoy this because this is something that I've been waiting to do for a really long time. Reminds me of that meme where he's like sitting and just like the dog's just sitting. Please, Essen, please throw it up on the screen. He's just like sitting and everything's on fire. It is really starting to come down. I better get this done quickly. All right, make sure you salt your steaks. Some pepper. I'm also gonna hit this with some salt. This is going to be inside the chimichurri. Tiny bit of black pepper as well. I really like the extra bite it gives it. Can't wait to see the clips of me on Reddit. Tristan's eating out of a dog bowl. Eston, maybe not put that in? I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a guy, you know? Just a guy on YouTube. Making steaks out of the back of a truck. That's honestly all I want to be. Okay, so I'm going to be using 2 large cloves of elephant garlic. If not, just use 3 or 4 regular cloves. It's to taste, everybody. Don't attack me in the comments. Also break down 1 shallot, as small as humanly possible. You don't want big chunks of shallots in your chimichurri. All right, I lied, I'm using 1. Because look at the size of that thing. Sheesh. It's almost as big as the shallot. What an ugly shallot. Boo, studio audience, boo. All right, I'm gonna gouge this one too, because it looks poopy. Yay! Straight into my bowl. And repeat. Same thing for your onion, or onion, oh my God. Garlic, wow. Transition clip to clean. Please transition clip, guys. Ka-chow. Please tell me that worked. Okay, next we're gonna be adding 2 serrano peppers, as well as 1 bushel of parsley, and 1 large bushel of cilantro. Sweet, now I'm just gonna give this all a good mix. Okay, so I'm gonna throw probably about a tablespoon of oil inside this weight. It's probably searing hot. It's already starting to smoke right now. This jet boil is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead, 1 tablespoon of oil down. I'm gonna throw the steak in. Make sure there's good pressure. Cook for 3 minutes before you flip it, all right? That's more than a tablespoon, I know. People in the comments, they attack me. They're like, "That's not a tablespoon." Okay, let's flip this. Woo. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let this run for 2 minutes on this side before I start the butter base. Butter base is gonna be the same thing I always do. It's just gonna be garlic, rosemary, 3 tablespoons of butter, and you're gonna base that over for 3 minutes. Don't be scared, burn your knuckles, it's gonna be worth it.
Dude, honestly, I don't even think you really need it.
Dude, I'm gonna... That's what he was saying, he's gone real cold.
Yeah, we've all been in. I was sleeping in like 12 degrees.
Okay, I just went ahead and removed my steak. Take a look at this. So I'm gonna let that rest for about 7 minutes now. I'm probably just gonna move inside because it is getting chilly outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up. It's been super sick cooking outside, but I am gonna finish the cook inside. Okay, we are inside now. I'm just gonna go ahead and rudimentary break this up. Like, we've been both staring at this steak for the entirety of the cook. It's looking great. I'm gonna cut that open, throw some of this chimichurri over the top, and get some dinner in us. We're gonna be working pretty early inside the morning, so the sooner the better. I went a little too hard on the basting, guys. This is looking more medium than it is mid-rare. Luckily, I'm gonna be cooking 2 more steaks on this trip, so practice makes perfect. That is still so fucking good. That is still so good. It's been a minute.
It is about 6 o'clock. It's time to go meet up with everyone. We're running a little bit late, but that's okay.
So the time is currently about 6:15. We are at the Ramsey Park, which is so funny to me just because, sorry, we're yelling at dogs and stuff. Everyone brought their dogs out too. It is a community project and a bunch of us do have dogs that we brought out. But we're over at the Ramsey Park right now. We're just waiting on a bunch more people to show up. We're gonna load some things up. We're gonna make it to a couple of spots. Jesse is actually running the event, so he's gonna be making sure everything's like well set up for us. He's got got the whole game plan. So we're just gonna run around and see how we can help. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Thanks for coming. Okay, my apologies. I forgot to record a little bit inside. So we just made one of the stations just behind the Payson Walmart. If you know anything about Payson, Arizona, you know this place is a pinnacle of town. It's pretty much like the absolute center of town as well. So it makes a really good meeting place for something like this. So we went ahead and set everything up right now. I saw an opportunity to run inside and grab a little, like, I want to do a little table with a little bit of, like, you know, give back things to the people who are giving their time to come out and help us out. So I'm gonna be doing, I got my Jetboil set up, and I'm going to be doing like a hot chocolate bar, as well as like just some snacks and some replenishments for the people who are gonna be volunteering today. So I've got all that stuff now. I'm gonna go ahead and set that up, and we're just waiting for 9 o'clock when the actual event starts, so people will start rolling in, and yeah, we're gonna get the town cleaned up. Kind of an odd situation. I'm not trying to be that guy and like out people online right now, but in the short time it took us from dropping off the table and chairs at the back of the location to running inside to get the emergency kit, there were people here to take the chairs and table. So they've been shooed off, and now we're all back. All the right people are in the right places, and we're getting set up. I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking out this station, get the backpack all set up. I'm imagining that I'm gonna be inside a situation where I'm just gonna be rolling around, just like giving things to the people helping out. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna make sure that like I've got a good like 2-3 hours of like actual cleanup for myself. I definitely don't want this to turn in some kind of like vanity thing where like I'm hanging out and everyone else is working. And so I'm gonna make sure it's not that. But for right now, I've got a couple of early comers, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I've got a couple of early comers here that have volunteered to be here even earlier than everyone else to set up. So I'm gonna get them a little bit of something set up for their efforts. There we go. Gonna keep a good eye on this so I don't add to the problem. No, the Jetboil is not dirty. I didn't stow it dirty. It's actually brand new and never been used. I just have never used it, obviously, and I've been storing the Jetboil container inside of it that I was provided, and I don't know where that's been touched, so I just want to make sure everything's super clean. Cool. This all set up. One of the things I love about the new Jetboil system and the way that they did it was there's actual no ignition system that you have to externally do. It's all internalized. So we just give this a hard click. Cool, and that ignited it. So this is gonna take probably about like 90 seconds, so I'll get everything else set up. Okay, so while this water heats up, I'm gonna take a quick second to explain. I'm gonna be giving away a bunch of this stuff and doing all of that. It's not gonna be, you're not gonna see a bunch of reactions. Don't go skipping through the video thinking there's gonna be a bunch of reactions. It is not that whatsoever. We're literally out here to beautify a town, and that's what it's gonna be. This is supposed to be like a nice thing, and that's all it's going to be. So if you guys are expecting me to shove a camera in someone's face, it's just not gonna happen. So if you are prepared to just see some smiles and some hard work, you're in the right spot.
I'll tell you this, if that's the case, then I'm wondering, I'll tell you that, I'll camp out tonight, I'll record them,
I have zero problem.
Oh! Oh man, it's boiling.
It's boil time! Some snacks, you're more than welcome. I'm making some hot chocolate right now if you're interested. All right, so it started to heat up now. I went ahead and just packed up everything. I don't think anyone's gonna want any hot cocoa right now, considering the heat. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill my bag. So we have about 500 of these bags that we're trying to fill in total. I am on bag number 2 right now. I'm hoping to go ahead and do my part. So I'm just looking around here. I'm finding that you have to walk super far now because the group is all like getting everything in that centric area. So now I'm just like walking out farther than I think anyone else is. Try to find some stuff. No way. This is not scripted. Look how crazy this is. Welcome to Payson, Arizona, guys. Do you see them? I don't want to get too close to them. They are tagged, and that's just not okay. But this is how beautiful it is up here. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna let them do their business. I'm gonna pick up the little bit of garbage that's at my feet, and I'm gonna move over to the east. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. They're like literally like following me out right now. Hey, I don't want to get close to you, bud. Also, if you are lucky enough to have an experience like this, don't ruin it by trying to run up on an animal. You know, they really do, like, they do their thing. Like, we are and have built this entire town around their home. So yeah, it's better just to let them do their thing. And if you're lucky enough to have an experience like this, yeah, just enjoy it. They are gorgeous. So this front boy here, he doesn't look like he's tagged. Yet the other is. I'm not sure what the tagging regulation is. I'm definitely gonna ask some questions when I get down there, but they are gorgeous. Look at them. They came out so that I could get a better picture of them. Hi guys. What's up? You guys are so pure. So they're like walking right up to me right now. They are animals though, guys, so let's just make sure that we're just being safe. Look at them. Look, they're just walking right up. They can see that I'm not bothering them. They have no reason for me to. They see that I'm not bothering them whatsoever, and they're not bothering me. So we're just hanging out. Yeah, literally within 3 feet of these guys. Yeah, just doing the thing right now. This is awesome. Oh, they heard a noise in the distance. This is amazing. This is amazing stuff, guys. But yeah, here we are. I don't want it. Okay, so you just saw a little bit of the morning and how that went, and some of the after result of what this amazing community is actually able to get done when all working together on a common goal. I'm at the after party now. I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun to see everyone, all the volunteers gathered in one place to just relax and have a good time. Cute video, you. Olive. Why are you ignoring me? Oh, you're not? All right, as you can see, I have taken Olive to the park that I used to actually hang out at when I was, sorry, there's kids playing in the background. Nothing new for Payson, but as you can see, I am, like I said, I'm at the dog park. I've brought Olive up here just because she didn't get a lot of time to run around just with the weather and everything. I also thought I would explain a little bit. I didn't do a whole taste test and didn't do a sit down talk. I got into a conversation with Jesse, and we were just going back and forth. I haven't seen the guy in nearly 10 years. And we were just enjoying each other's company and just talking and honestly reminiscing about a bunch of stories that will never end up on YouTube. So that being said, we're gonna sit down and talk a little bit about the project. I showed you guys a little bit about what we were doing, but not the reason behind it. And Jesse's gonna help me shed some light. Okay, well, I am here with Jesse Berry. Dude, it is unbelievably good to see
So
you.
good to see you,
Like,
brother.
dude, it's freaking crazy. Like, I'm so glad Olive's coming in to join us.
Olive, hello. I love this baby.
Dude, she's obviously taken to you. And I gotta say, after working today's event, it was incredible. Like, what you guys were able to put together. Jesse here is not only my friend of, 12, 13 years at this point, he is also the owner and operator of a local project here called Keep Payson Clean, okay? And I'm gonna have to ask you, like, tell me the origin story. Like, I have to know. Like, how did this...
Keep Payson Clean?
Yeah, for Keep Payson Clean. Like, how did that even start?
To keep the details a little bit shorter, I was at one of the worst points in my entire life. I had hit rock bottom. I was depressed, living in my van, homeless, in the area around my small town that I felt like I had just been pulled back to, but for what reason? And I just felt no purpose. And in the midst of that depression, it got really rough. And instead of making some life-ending decisions, I picked up my Bible and I started reading the red words of Jesus, and I just started to lay everything down. And honestly, at first it was just like, it's not like I went and picked up trash that first time and I was like, oh, everything's better. No, it was like, this is kind of BS. I don't really feel anything, but it got me through one more day, and it helped me to like not end it all there and push one more day.
So this whole project was like, it was a project for you, and then it became a project for the community and for everyone else.
Isn't that where it usually begins?
Yeah,
you gotta start with your heart, man. If you
I
don't
mean,
start
wow,
with that,
it sounds so incredibly like cliche to say it like that, but like it is ultimately like you have to help yourself before you can help others.
you can't help others if you haven't learned how to help yourself. Yeah, you'll be doing it out of not knowing what you're doing, and so you might get it right sometimes, but it's throwing darts at a board blind.
Honestly, that's an inspiring story. Like it's always like so heartwarming to me. Like, no matter how you take faith as an individual, and for anyone watching, no matter how you take faith as an individual, you can never knock someone else for finding something in that. And I think that's beautiful that you were able to turn that into what it was today, which was, I saw people of all ages out there, like literally people, members of our senior communities, all the way down to members of elementary school attending with their parents, and like everyone out there with the same collective goal of just beautifying the town and like making the town what everyone knows it can be. And like to watch that like real time and like watch real change get made was just beautiful.
Yeah, all demographics, all different belief systems today. It wasn't like everybody out there was a part of everybody from the community comes together. How many kids were out there today like running through the forest, having fun? Even if they're not picking up trash the whole time, they're in the environment where they're seeing it.
Yeah.
They're being taught that, and they're having so much fun, and so they'll have good memories when they go to teach that to their kids, and they're like, Dad, we don't want to go and do this. Well, you're going to, okay? Because I didn't think I was going to have fun either.
Exactly. But then ultimately, like, the community gets to benefit from it, and I think that's awesome. But I'd like to thank you so much for answering a couple questions, and I know that we're about to literally off camera probably just like go back and, like I said, be swapping stories that won't ever end up on YouTube ever. But you guys can check out Jesse's Instagram. I'm gonna have it linked right here, as well as a link to Keep Payson Clean. We're gonna try to make sure that it's a normal broadcasting on the channel from now on. And yeah, keep your eyes posted on the Instagrams, on mine as well as Jesse's, for upcoming events and everything, because I'd love to see more people coming out. Even if you're from my area down in the valley and you're coming up for the event like I did, I want to see more people out here, more people caring about it. So love you guys. It's been a great time up in Payson. I hope you've enjoyed everything you've seen so far, and I will see you in the next one.